There was a girl named Sophia who loved to explore the forest and buy unique items from the hidden shops that were scattered throughout the woods. She would often take her bike and ride along the winding paths, stopping at every shop that caught her eye. One day, as Sophia was on one of her rides, she spotted a new shop that she had never seen before. It was nestled deep in the woods, surrounded by trees that seemed to stretch towards the sky. The shop was made of wood and was covered in moss and vines, which gave it an eerie appearance. As Sophia approached the shop, she saw a handsome boy standing in front of it. He had piercing blue eyes and jet black hair that fell over his forehead. He was dressed in a long coat that was made of fur, and he looked like he belonged in another time. Sophia was intrigued by the boy, and she couldn't help but feel drawn to him. She walked up to him and introduced herself, but he remained quiet and mysterious. He simply smiled at her and gestured towards the shop. Sophia entered the shop, and she was amazed by what she saw. The walls were lined with shelves that were filled with unusual objects, each one more mysterious than the last. There were potions, talismans, and even books with strange symbols on the covers. Sophia spent hours in the shop, examining every item and talking to the boy who stood quietly by her side. She learned that his name was Tristan, and that he was the owner of the shop. He had lived in the forest for many years, and he had a deep knowledge of the mystical and the supernatural. As the sun began to set, Sophia realized that she needed to head back home. She thanked Tristan for his hospitality and left the shop, but she couldn't shake the feeling that she had just entered into a world that was beyond her understanding. Over the next few weeks, Sophia continued to visit Tristan's shop, and she learned more about the mystical and the supernatural than she ever thought possible. But as she delved deeper into this mysterious world, she began to realize that there were dangers lurking in the shadows. One night, as she was riding her bike home from Tristan's shop, she heard footsteps behind her. She turned around and saw a dark figure following her. She pedaled faster, but the figure only seemed to get closer. Suddenly, Tristan appeared out of nowhere and chased the figure away. He told Sophia that she needed to be careful, that there were those who would stop at nothing to keep the secrets of the mystical and the supernatural hidden from the world. Sophia knew that she had entered into a world that was both magical and dangerous, but she couldn't help but feel drawn to it. She continued to visit Tristan's shop, and she continued to learn more about the mysteries of the forest. But she also knew that she needed to be careful, that there were those who would stop at nothing to keep the secrets of the forest hidden from the world.